Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome to Conan Exiles. We are going to have a look at Conan Exiles. We're going to take a good look through this game. We're going to play this for a little while. I'm hoping that we'll be able to play this until Green Hell comes out, which is another survival game, and we'll be able to then replace that one, replace this one with that one. This is a survival game at its core. It's survival and building and stuff like that. All the kind of things that I generally try to go for in game. So we've got Civilized, easy. It's your first survival game. You want to explore different strategies without being severely punished. You gain experience faster from everything. You know, none of that actually matters. This is normal. Level is for people who've played survival games before, want to be challenged but not overwhelmed. Barbaric, and then custom. We're not going to do custom yet. I will worry about that later. I'm going to go for decadent, normal. Baseline Conan experience. You drop all your items on death and must recover them from your body. Buildings do not become abandoned over time. The purge will target and attack your base periodically. I have no idea what the purge is. I don't have a clue. I have not experienced that yet. So let us get started. Here we go. Right, first of all, we need to make our character. Now, I would just like to say this game is an 18 rated game. I am going to be doing my utmost to keep the content family friendly. However, you will notice sometimes that we have ketchup effects around the screen. Fear not, this is just ketchup and it is nothing to be concerned about. I have switched off full nudity. Full nudity is actually an option in this game. So if you're an adult and you wish to run around with nothing on, then that is entirely up to you. That is not something that we're going to be doing today. So first of all, let's go, and we are a male character. Here we go. There we are. And we've got the races. There are loads and loads of different races to choose from. You look here. So we start off, we'll start on this. Zingaran noblemen are renowned for their chivalry and swordplay, while Zingaran sailors are cursed in seaports around the world as coarse brutes. Zamorian are reputed to be the best thieves in the world, and cities such as Shadizar the Wicked and the City of Thieves reinforce a reputation. Vendian, referred to as the Golden Kingdom. Vendia has a caste, I think, of rulers who are considered close to divinity. In particular, the sister of the king, Devi Yasmina, is well known for her unearthly beauty. So we could be like a really handsome-looking male. That would be kind of novelty for me. Jafari, barbaric to the core. Shemite. Nomadic Shemites are notorious for their skill with bows. That's actually a strong possibility for me then, because I really like bows. Pictland are continually at war with each other. Pict, that does sound like Scotland, to be honest. Nordheimers. Yellow-haired Asia and red-haired Vanya. That sounds like Scandinavia / Scotland. Kushites. Very little is known of the Black Kingdoms, but merchants and adventurers report back with tales of both savage tribes and great civilizations. That would be somewhere in Central Africa. Khitan are known to be mysterious, secretive, with increased their reputation as powerful sorcerers. Probably Egypt. I'm just like sort of roughly the areas in our world where they might be influenced from. The Hyrcanians are descendants of the Lemurians who roamed westward after escaping the slavery in the east by Kari. Yeah, not really sure about that one. Middle East, Eastern Europe type areas, I'm guessing. Tribal Himelian, wedged between Turanians to the north and Vengeance to the south. Himelians have developed a fierce survivalist society. Central Eastern Europe. Stygians are ruled by King Tesphon. It is no secret that the priests of Set are the true power in the land. Only the Black Ring, a cabal of sorcerers led by Thoth Amon, rivals the priests in power and influence. Okay, I don't really know where they might be. Chimerian, descendants of the ancient Atlanteans. They fought on foot mainly and made savage raids on their neighbours to the east, north and south. And then we've got Hyborians. They swept north. Original Hyborians were tawny-haired, grey-eyed, but intermingling with other races has diversified their appearance. I'm thinking that we go for either the pretty boy over here, or we go for Zamorians, who are supposed... Oh, not this... no, Shemite. Right here. We're now notorious for their skill with the bow. And duplicity is... Okay, I like this. So, next up we have religion. We can go for Mitra. Mitra is the chief god of the Hyborians. Now, religions, the thing with a religion is that you're actually... Oh, this is the thing from the giant serpent, the thing from the actual Conan film set. And then you got Yog here. Ooh, tentacled horror. He seems a bit unfriendly. Ymir, frost giants, and dual nature, Derkito, knife blade, Shem and Stygia. And we got Crom. Crom is actually the god of Conan the Barbarian himself. Specialization none, avatar none. Gives a man courage at birth and the will to and might kill his enemy. It is useless to call upon him, as he is a gloomy, savage god who hates weaklings. He is more likely to send forth dooms and death from his great mountains. He offers no advantage or avatar to call upon. So basically, if you want to follow Conan the Barbarian, you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing. And the idea is that you can call the avatar of these gods, and you can, like, use them. Okay, so we got Lord of War and Storms. We got worshippers to walk a knife blade between lust and death. We've got a cannibal right there, beastly god and a cannibal, and Set here is the giant serpent. And you know, well, if we can't be like oh, hang on, who's this? Hyborian's a stern, benevolent god, requires no living sacrifices. Mitara worshippers are expected to lead a virtuous life. Truthfulness, honor, trustworthiness. Players represent truth and virtue in the world, while crushing those who dare to worship other gods. I don't know. Set is the arch enemy of Mitra. Well, that would, I guess, would make sense, because Set seems like he's the old serpent. Now, that was the bad guy in the Conan films. Yog, avatar takes form of a blasphemous flying horror. I'm not sure we want to do that. I like this idea. When invoked, takes the form of a frost giant wielding an enormous axe and leaving a trail of frost in his wake. We'll go with that one. And I'll just quickly make a person here. The question of how big I'm going to be. Now, I'm 6 foot tall in real life, so I think we'll go for slightly bigger. I don't look like that, though. He looks far cooler than I do. Right, so that's body features. Let's finalize this character. Frithgar the Shemite. Now, Frithgar, I didn't actually enter the name. It's just taken my name off of Steam, which is pretty good. I like the way that it does that. Right, condemned to death and exile for crimes including decapitation of a priest, freeing slaves, and debauchery. I've seen some very strange ones on here, because I've done this a couple of times, and you do get some very weird things that you've been hung for. Any who remove this body, living or dead, from the cross will be flayed alive along with all members of their family. So, it is very charming. It is very charming. Right, we now have a very cool cutscene.
During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes.
Thirsty, dead man? Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized men are soft. Your lives are not nailed to your spines. Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead man. This land does not love men. You are marked. Cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live. Love. Burn with life. Slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.
We met Conan the Barbarian. That was awesome. What's happening now? Right. So we met Conan. We actually met Conan. And yes, there is no nudity. This is as nude as we get. We do not get any nuder than this. You discovered the broken highway. So what you get, you got the journey on the side there. Climb, drink, and eat. There isn't really a lot else that it gives you. It doesn't give you any more tips. And we've got to find water, shelter, food, and get out of here before our meters all run dry. And they do so very quickly. The first time I took a look at this game, I didn't last very long. So we got this over here. Easy to interact.
Behold, bonded one, the very boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways lie the wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. You cannot pass into the endless wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it. Return. Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
Okay, so we need to leave here and we need to go elsewhere. So first of all, we will climb, and you do that. You just climb like that, and then you press that's spacebar, and then press C to climb down again. Okay, so we've done that, and you collect things by pressing E. Now, what I'm going to do is today, at least for this episode, I'm going to collect everything just using the standard settings in the game, like this. So we come along and I pick stuff up like this. So I'm picking up a few rocks, which I know are going to be useful a little bit later on. And then you can run as well. You use up stamina while you're running. These bodies here don't have anything. Description: the dry desert winds have mummified this poor wretch. The arrows embedded in his leathery skin cannot be removed without breaking him. So he is you're no good to us. And ooh, I can hear something. I can hear... Right, there's a load of buzzards up there. We can't do anything with them. But we get plant fiber and seeds by coming up to these. And this works in exactly the same way that Ark Survival works, okay? This is exactly the same with gathering fibers and gathering other things. And then you make some basic tools when you've got some fibers and some timber as well. So first of all, we want to come through here and we will eat some of these bugs here. We have yet to find any water. We do need to find water. Now, having played this game a little bit already, I do know where there is some water that will help us out very early. And it's a good job, really, because I actually died before I found it the first time. I spent so long running around gathering fiber, because I thought, oh, well, we need fiber, and we've got, like, food in these areas here as well. It didn't actually benefit me in the end, because I spent too long messing around with it. But, yeah, so we have a little bit of food with these insects that we find. And I can gather a few more here. So we got seeds and plant fiber coming from this. I haven't yet found anything to do with seed. I haven't done very much in this game. Not very much at all. We just want to keep going and gathering up a few of these resources. And then we'll be able to sort of find somewhere that we can establish a bit of a base camp as well. And that's a good thing. We do want to be able to, like, establish somewhere that we can rest up and just recuperate to start with. And then after that... we start building and we can start doing a lot more exploration. Now, what I will do later on is that I'm playing on single player. I'm not playing on any official server, so I can make myself an admin of my own private server here, and I can alter the settings to suit however we want. So I will probably change things around after we've played a little bit. I may do a few episodes like this, just so that you can get the basic gist of it, and we can sort of see how it's working out. But then I'll alter the settings so that we can carry a lot more, our XP gains are a lot faster, and we pick up a lot more, that sort of thing. Maybe say ×3 for everything that we pick up. It'd just be a lot faster, a lot easier to play the game, and we'll be able to progress things a little bit quicker rather than doing the standard slow romp through the survival wastelands. Let's just eat some more of these bugs. I've got 9 branches now. Branches are really good because we can use these to make some basic tools, and I'm actually going to do that now. I'm gonna go and stand over here a minute. Now, water is starting to lower down a bit, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna press I. So here we are in all our fabulous glory. We do look wonderful, don't we? We're gonna craft some of those. We've got 72 plant fiber already, so coarse hand wrappings there we will craft. Course leggings we will craft, and course tunic there. I'll craft that one as well. We've gained a level. Ideal. Rawhide bedroll, and then down here we've got twine, a stone pick, and a stone hatchet. So I will make a stone hatchet, craft that one, and then a stone pick as well. I'll craft that. So this is how you get stone and hatchets and stuff like that. Yeah, we've got all of those. I've got branches in there. So then you go to attributes over here. This is cost 1, strength. Basically, I don't really know what would be best to go for on here. Movement penalty. We've got 3 unspent points. So I'm going to go for an extra 1 on strength. Salting the wound. Strength determines the damage you do in melee combat. Agility, when ability to move, wearing different types of clothing. Vitality, size of your health pool. Accuracy determines the damage you do with ranged weapons. I like ranged weapons. Grit determines the size of how much stamina you've got. Encumbrance, right there. Measure of how much you can carry. A useful one. Oh, hang on. I can hear something roaring. I think it's up there. I don't think we need to actually worry about it right now. We do have to do this quick, because even when you don't get to pause the game, unless you log out, because I'm on solo, I could log out, and that would be right. So we've got the journey here. This tells us the different things that we want to do, and this is kind of what we need to work through. We work through this lot here, and this will, that's kind of like the story. There's not much of a story to this game, really. There's a little bit of a story, but there isn't much, and yeah. We just got to keep that in mind. Right, we have weapons over here. Warrior, archer right there. Now, this is currently locked. Why can't I open it? Requires level 5 to get that. Journeyman Mason. Apprentice Mason. There, sandstone foundations. I go for box maker. I can make a wooden box. That one there, primitive cook. Level 3, require cost 1, so I can unlock that one. Right there, spend knowledge points. I've done that. Apprentice Mason, I will... Actually, I'm going to go for the box maker, and I'm going to unlock that. So I've got 0 available, spent 2. And we need to get a move on now. There was water up here. So I've got to drink, use a bed or bedroll, and slay. And I don't have anything I can slay with. I don't have any weapons. I've not been able to make or craft any weapons yet. So we're going to have to travel a little further to be able to do that, and I can't remember where it was. There was a thing up here that was kind of handy for early in the game. There's a thing over there. There's a thing over there that doesn't look nice, and I reckon he's probably going to want to eat me. I don't really want to be eaten. I don't think that being eaten is going to be a pleasant experience, so I'm going to just hide over here a minute, and I'm pretty sure there was a thing down here. Maybe... I don't think it changes with, like, you know, on a different server or anything. When you start a new game, I don't think you lose any save games or anything like that. So we grab those rocks and those bits there. Let's just go back this way a little bit and double check over here, because I thought that it was close by. Maybe it is over towards that bit over there. There was definitely a thing around here somewhere was on the ground, and I benefited from it last time I was here. And if it's not here, I'm going to be bitterly disappointed, because it means that we may not make it out alive. But I mean, we've got our clothing on now, which I think does help a bit. It helps, like, slow down the rate of at which you die. We're regenerating a bit. Okay, so there's nothing there. There's that thing up ahead. And that thing is the one that's causing me a bit of concern. I don't know where he's going and what he's doing, and whether or not he will attack me. I really hope that he doesn't. I think we just need to go through here and hope that he doesn't do anything to us. Your throat feels dry. Okay. He's not doing anything to us, but the poor fella that's there, he did definitely do something to him. Can't do anything there.
Curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
Yeah, so it didn't go very well for him and his buddies. We've got to... I'm sure there was another one around here somewhere, because, yeah, I need a water skin. I need water, and the only water that I found at this stage in the game was on someone that was lying nearby, and I don't remember where he was. He was around here somewhere. Pretty sure he was around here. I need to drink, I need to use a bedroll, and I need to slay, and I've gained a level. I think that's partly because I'm just staying alive, and I'm going to do more than just stay alive. I need to find water, because if I don't find water in a minute, I'm going to die. And that's a really bad thing. There was a water skin. I seen a water skin previously when I did this, and I am getting very, very close to needing that water skin. I don't remember where it was. It was a long... we got to follow the road. The only thing we can do is just keep... Yeah, out of stamina, it just does that. But you can see the water thing is getting lower and lower and lower, and I'm getting more and more concerned about this. Because I don't... You see, food, we're doing alright. We're crunching down these bugs. They're ever so tasty bugs. And it's helping us out a great deal. But as for water... Right, well, the water skin that I did see previously does not appear to be here. You begin to feel dizzy from thirst. Right, I think there's some water over there. You discovered the shattered bridge. Am I in a different place to where I was last time? This whole place looks different to where I was last time. Water is almost down, but there's water ahead of us. As soon as that stamina is recovered, some of those things are okay, and some of those things actually hurt. It looks like maps are different. Right, go under the water. There, I now have water. Have we got a map? Oh, I see. Right, we started there on a broken highway. I was over here somewhere when I started. Last time, yeah, way over there somewhere. So, I'm guessing it, like, drops you in different places on the map. You can add markers in there, cancel. And you got, this is the map. This is, like, the area that you've got to explore. And there is a big old area there. So, what we... right, there's a person over there. Now, sometimes if you go near a person, they will just attack you on sight, and other times they're a little more forgiving and are actually willing to speak to you. Right, we've got more attributes here. So let's... I don't really know how I should... Survival. Survival is a measure of ability to live in harsh conditions. You do not have to cook... Oh, I see. Right, so you can gain some of those things. Every blow you strike with a blunted weapon deals 100% more concussive damage with thuggery. Oh, that's unlocking these different things? Ah, right. So, I mean, really for us, survival would be useful. You don't have to cook raw meat to avoid food poisoning. Hard work, your harvest resource knows twice as fast. That could be useful. Fish and butchery, every animal harvest provides extra resources. Let's go with strength. And I think I will do this week with the standard settings. So, we gather it like this. You get 1 fiber every time you gather, that kind of thing. And I'm going to leave it up to everybody watching. Would you like me to alter the settings and change it so that we get 3 times the amount of resources gathered each time we actually do a gathering? I mean, I'm quite happy to leave it as it is. Right, I haven't drunk yet. I went in the water, but that doesn't actually count, so I'm going to have to do drinking a different way. Now, is this person going to try to hurt us, or is he not?
I will rip you apart!
He didn't seem overly pleased to see me, did he? There was definitely some animosity there. I definitely felt a bit of animosity. So what we might actually have to do for Mr. Friendly Chops down there is... Right, he's gone back to sleep. He didn't last very long, did he? Right. What we might need to do for Mr. Friendly Chops down there is we want to go to feats over here, and we got warrior there, and we got archer there. Right, that's level 5, and we're on level 4. This one cost 1, that one is, and that's cost 2. So I've got available 1. I could make the arrows, or I could just go with this. We'll start with this. Let's start with this. So stone sword, a blunt brittle sword, handcrafted, health damage 12, and a stone club. Right. One thing that I did find, so we can go here, this is all the stuff that we can make, and we want we can't make that because we need hide. Twine is easy to make. That one we can do either, well actually no, it's this one here, I need twine for that, so I can make 5 twine and then make the sword. The blunt brittle sword doesn't tell you any more details about it other than what you've got here, so we'll just craft this one. And we'll see what we can do. And in the meantime, while that's crafting, I will pick up a few more items from the bushes. Like this. Yeah, it's... What was I going to say? I can't remember now. Oh, it doesn't tell you any more details about the weapons until you've actually made them. Now that I've made it, and I click on it there, it tells me a lot more about it. Low grade, shield smash, health damage 12, armor penetration 16%. Weight, it's got everything about it that you need to know. And the sealed water skin. We need to get some skins, which means we've got to attack some animals for that one. The leather journal right there. Info, that's the sandstorm thing. I'm keeping hold of those. I'd like to make a wee collection of them. So anyway, Mr. Friendly Chops over there. I think I might actually just rearrange this. If we go number 1 on there. Now, the one thing I don't like is I can't use the scroll button to scroll along my... bar down there, and I'm used to using that. That is something that I do quite frequently. Right, he is attacking nose. So while he is fighting that one, I'm going to come in. Right, well that didn't take him long, did it? And we go that way, and then yeah. So you got 2 attacks. You got a left-hand attack, and you got a power attack like that. There we go. We've gained a level. And I don't think that it's too, graphic in doing anything when we're actually playing it. And then you can come over to this guy. There's nothing on there to harvest. Oh, no. I want to go there to the axe. And then you can harvest the corpse. And you can also harvest the human bodies as well. And you can have human flesh to eat, if that is, what you desire. Sometimes... beggars can't be choosers, quite frankly, and it's something that we may actually need to live on. We've got another body over here that we can harvest for some more skin. At one point, when I was playing this previously, there we go, oh, and also, it would appear that harvesting these with the axe, I just get the insects, I don't get the fibers. So what happens if I do it with the pickaxe instead? Do that. I didn't get anything at all. But you go to the tree... and I attack the tree with the pickaxe, and I get mostly timber, and I get a little bit of bark. And if I go to the axe, and I use a pick to gather bark from trees, there I get wood, and I also get sticks as well. Now, there is a difference between wood and sticks. So you can see there, in my inventory at the moment, we've got human flesh right there. We've got bark there, which you get using the pickaxe on the trees. You get wood and you get branches, and there is a difference between the two when it comes to crafting. One you need for crafting, the other is you don't need so much. Go on here and harvest that lot, and we get a load of stones. There we go. And we need to be careful. Well, I've actually leveled up a couple of times now, so we'll make use of that level up in a minute. I'm just going to harvest a few more stones. So we got a few. There we go. And there. Right. So, yeah, you can put in the comment section down below if you want me to stick with how it is at the moment. And then we could always alter the gathering rates and the XP rates and everything like that later on in the game when we decide that we've sort of done a good chunk of survival and surviving and sort of experiencing that. And then we could, like, you know, step it up a bit and do things slightly differently and just change our approach to the game. So, first of all, we're going to build a rudimentary little shelter right here. So, kick. How do I kick? Ooh, right, what's this? Point, surrender, shake fist, greet, cancel, relax. Okay, that's if you press R, you do that. So E and Q don't do anything. What about if I'm holding this? Q and E doesn't do a special attack is right mouse button, like that. Offhand block is left control. Oh. I press left control. Left alt. A dodge. Right, like that. So left alt does use a lot of stamina. It's also quite difficult to use that one while you're in combat because left alt is a difficult button to find, especially when you've got the Windows key in there as well. The always accursed Windows key. Right, we need to eat a filling meal, find a shelter, and use a bedroll. Now, if we press J, we can have a look. We've got clothe yourself, slay, craft a tool, find signs of intelligent life, use a pick. We've done that one. And scout an exile camp, get a dedicated weapon, spend knowledge points. So we've done some of those up there as well. We haven't drunk yet, and we have climbed though. Use a, oh yes we have, it's classic. Use a bed or bedroll, and that's everything on chapter 1 will all be done. And then we can move on to the next bit. So we want to craft a bed or bedroll. We've got a fiber bedroll there that we can make. We do need to make some twine. Now, one thing I don't like is that I can't click on that one to craft it. I've actually got to go through the list and find the twine and then craft it. So I need to craft 3 of those so that I got enough twine for this one here. And then I can craft that one there and then we'll be able to place that one down. But what I'd also like to craft is a campfire. So I'll craft that one at the same time. I'll add that one into the queue. That one will come out. And number 6... I'll put that one down. This one can go over here. Now you can left alt adjust pitch. Mouse wheel will just rotate it round a little bit. So we're going to put that right at the base of this stone here, this bridge. I'd like to get on top of that bridge. I want to get up there and get on top of that bridge if I can. So perform a heavy finisher with a weapon. I'm not sure how you go about performing a heavy finisher. There's one I'm not actually sure about at the moment, but we need to find shelter, eat a filling meal. Well, we'll place down our campfire over here, and then if you look in the campfire, you open it, and this works, again, exactly the same way as Ark. I was going to say Jurassic World, but no, it's Ark. It works exactly the same way as Ark, just like the other ones. So at the moment we've got in here, we've got ironstone now. I've not actually picked any of that up before. A couple of flint head arrows. I've got a load of seeds there. Seeds, they don't do anything. Nothing at all. Can't do anything with them. So the only food that we've got at the moment is human flesh. So we're going to put that in, and then if I press play, that's actually going to start burning the wood, and it's going to start cooking the human flesh as well. So there we got some cooked human flesh, and apparently this is very tasty. So we'll have to eat some of that, because we are starting to run low on food value. I've also want to eat some insects, but the insects, I don't know if they stack like it does in Ark Survival. Ark Survival, if you spam press a load of them like that, actually it does appear that that is the case. Branches, you find these lying on the ground, right? You get quite a lot of these lying around on the ground, but what you don't get is loads of branches from trees when you're cutting them down. That's a little bit of a nuisance I found in the early game for crafting stuff. But, I mean, this is almost as far as I've got, to be honest. I didn't really do very much more than this. Now, the sealed water skin, I don't have 5 hides yet, so we still need to do that. Feats over here, that's more like it. Archer, that's the one that I want. Unlock. Brilliant. And then Defender here, this allows us to make shields. And then we've got Skirmisher, which stone daggers, a stone throwing axe, and a stone spear. Right there. Journeyman Mason over there. That requires iron tools and Apprentice Mason. So we'll take Apprentice Mason there and we'll unlock that one. And then this, the Khitan, that's part of the DLC. all DLCs in this game are purely cosmetic. Any DLC is going to be 100% purely cosmetic. There is not going to be anything in a DLC that's going to give you an advantage over people that don't have DLC if you're playing a public game. Playing on a public server. As I said, I'm not playing on a public server. I'm playing this game solo, and that is not going to change. I have no intention of playing this game anything other than as a solo exercise. So first up, we will make one of these. I need 7 of those. These right here. I can craft 27, so I'll craft 10 of them there. That's nice and simple. And then I also want... So flint head arrows here require a feather. Feathers are a bit more difficult to find, so bone arrows, we also need bones. Now, this is the problem. When I played this previously, I'll show you what I did in a minute. The flint head arrows, I don't have any feathers. So, yeah, we can make the bow, but we can't do anything else. I've got 2, at the moment, all I've got is 2 arrows. But no, what I did was you can use, if you go into, is it under there? Press escape, and then you go to settings like this. And you go to server settings like this. You got Conan Sandbox map there. Change which map to load here. The default is Conan Sandbox. You got all these different things here, so I can player XP rate multipliers and all of those things like that. But no, all you do is you go to general and then you click make me admin like that. Admin rights granted, and you do have to do that every time you log in if you want to use it. Then you go to map, and now if I do control and left click, that's the control right click, left right click, control right click, that's the admin teleport, and that will teleport me anywhere on the map. And all I did was I teleported myself up on top of the cliff, and there was loads and loads of nests up there, and so I picked up loads and loads of feathers, and then I was able to make myself lots and lots of arrows, and it was really, really simple. But yeah, so I mean maybe we could try and get up onto there. I'm wondering if there's anything up on this bridge. This might be the place to go for us to try and find some feathers in which to make arrows. So you press spacebar when you go towards the cliff, but if you have a look, my stamina is depleting quite rapidly, and it does not come back as you climb, right? If I'm holding on here, my stamina doesn't come back, and I can drop down. As soon as I get down, my stamina comes back. Alright, I can do that, but what I can't do is I can't climb up here with... Oh, actually, my stamina's going a lot slower now. I think I ran up, didn't I? So you do have to keep that in mind, is that your stamina is used up whilst you climb. And if you're not careful, you get near the top, run out of stamina, and then you fall. Like I almost did there. I got right to the top, and your stamina bar refills like that. If it's only partially used up, it... we'll empty out part way. It'll sort of replenish slowly. And then we can go up here. So we want to keep going all the way up. And then we can go along the bridge. And we might be able to find some feathers along this bridge. So we want to go over this way. And we want to get onto this ledge right here like that. And then there. You see, it does replenish quickly. If you're in a place where you can replenish stamina, it does replenish quickly. But it's not... Oh, do I want to be up here? I'm not sure I want to be up here, to be honest. There's ghosts. Ghosts make me nervous. I'm not really sure about this. We're just gonna let's trot along a bridge. There is one setting I'm gonna change ready for our next episode or at the end of this. I see. Look, they're going across there. I can't go across there. I want to be able to go across there. I wonder how I can do that then. There, look at them going across the bridge. Maybe I need to rebuild this bridge. Maybe that's a thing that I'm supposed to do at some point. I have to rebuild the bridge and have to get over there and find a bit more of the story or something. It's entirely possible. You never know. Now, can I jump off of this bridge and into the water? Is there... Oh, steady, steady. Let's find out, shall we? I'm going to regret this. Oh! Nice! I didn't regret it. I did not regret it at all, but that person has come back over there. So we're going to leave him. We're not going to pester him at all. But there is a person over here. Who are you? Oh, okay. A Hyrcanian exile, and he's a fighter, apparently. Right. What? Look. A lover, not a fighter. He should be a lover, not a fighter. Right, let's take him out and then go like that, and then like that, and boom! And then take him down. No, go again. Get him! Ooh, I got a heavy finisher. There's a lot of ketchup there. That is a lot of ketchup. Right, loot all. What happened to him? Okay, I'm stronger than I thought. I really am. Right, your stomach hurts. Why does... Oh, it's because I'm starting to get hungry. Right, let's eat those bugs a minute, and then I will switch over to the axe, like that. Chop him up a bit. There we go. Right, you've gained a level, and I gained some hide as well, so I'll be able to make a water skin. Right, get ahead. Journey step completed, get ahead. I'm not really sure what that meant. Let's open up the fire here, and... Right. Oh, I have a weathered skull I've just picked up. Alright. Well, let's drop that in there, like that, and start playing that. And then I'll bring out that human flesh there. And... There we go. As we have no other option, we're going to eat a little bit of the people that tried to kill us. I don't feel that we're really doing anything too bad with this, because... Oh, I see. Right. As I eat... As soon as I press the button, the number goes up for the food and everything. So I feel that we're doing all right with that. That's full now completely. I need to make a water skin, which we will do soon. We're not going to worry about that right now. E for more options. Right, spawn point updated. I forgot to do that. As all you use the bedroll for, you don't use it for skipping the night. You just use it during the day. Actually, I don't know if we can skip the night with it or not. I will find that out, because it might be that I don't need to speed up the nighttime cycle on the server. But anyway, that's all we've got time for today. We will come back next time, and we will have a look at a bit more of Conan Exiles and see what else we can discover with this game. And I really like this. It's like a quite a good survival type game, which I think is going to be a lot of fun for us to play. I think we are going to be able to get a lot out of this game. And I think it's just generally going to be a good time filler between now and when Green Hell comes out, which I think is going to be another absolutely fantastic survival game. We'll have to see. But oh, there was the one thing I wanted to look at, the journal right there. It said something about get ahead. Right, you've taken a head. It's oozing and smells badly. I'm not sure if you can remember how to stuff and preserve it, but you have it. You're so lonely. Okay. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. I got a weathered skull there. This is a skull taken from a dead enemy. Oh, I see. Right. That's the weathered head that we've got. Right. We'll come over here and we'll settle down over this side over here. So, yes. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.